In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to log into MateSmart, how to create a repair ticket, and a full work order. I'll begin by clicking on the MateSmart screen icon. And this version is going to be running in the demo mode, so it's checking license to start with. You'll have a full 30 days of trial use with the complete MateSmart 5 program. Okay, so once I get the license screen up, I'll notice that I do have 29 days left. And I'm going to click Continue. At this point, the full program will load. Okay, on my login screen I have 4 buttons showing. We call these bypass login buttons, and these are primarily for demo users. These can be made to disappear from the login screen completely when you go into production. However, you can reactivate them if you like. The typical way to log in when you're in full production with MateSmart is to use a login user ID and a password. By doing so, MateSmart knows who you are and what you can do, and therefore sets your default settings and gives you permissions on various screens. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and log in as administrator. Now, administrators have full access to all parts of the program. Let me resize the screen here. There we go. Okay, to begin with, looking at the top of the screen, we have navigation buttons. The gray background buttons on the left side of the screen are for your normal day-to-day data input. So if I want to create a purchase order, I would go here. A work order, submit a downtime record, and so on. On the right side, the yellow background buttons are for configuration or setup. This is where you create your equipment, add your personnel, and so on. In the middle we have analysis and query. Okay, I'm going to go to the work order screen first. And when I click on the work order screen, I see I have the full comprehensive view of the work order screen. Now, there are quite a few boxes and buttons here, and this gives you all the options that are available for the work order screen. In this case, there's only 2 required fields. If we'd like to see less options on the screen, we can simply right-click on the grid area and check the Simple Input View menu item. Either way, you can submit a full work order. Okay, I'm not going to enter one now. I'm going to go ahead and log out. And I'm going to log back in as a requester. Now, the requester group is a certain set of users that are able to submit repair tickets, or they're sometimes called work requests. These would typically be your non-maintenance personnel, perhaps people in the office, and so on. And again, I have my bypass login buttons. Normally they would log in with their own user ID and password. Okay, when I log in, the only screen I'll have access to is the work order screen. And it opens, and I have some default settings, so I don't even have to choose the equipment, which is good because in many cases requesters, non-maintenance people really don't know which equipment to pick anyway. Same thing with the task. Now, you don't have to set these as defaults, but you can. In this case, all they have to do is type in what they need and click Save, and they're done. That's it. Now, as a maintenance manager, if I log back in as administrator, I can go to these requests very quickly and activate them by selecting them. I'll get my full option view. Okay, I've selected the work order, which actually is a request. It's not yet a formal work order, and switch it to active status. Now it's a full work order. So that is how you log in and create a work order in MateSmart.